This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody, I was going to put this in War Pieces, but I just felt it's just outside the scope of it, even though it is a Dan Verssen game. This is 1500, the New World. Something a little different from Dan, but Dan's been known from time to come out with some very good games that fly under the radar. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look, and I'm going to explain a little bit, not everything, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on 1500, the New World. So once again, another beautiful map. This one's matted, and I actually have, which I haven't taken out, there's a neoprene map you can have. You know how cool neoprene maps are. But the way this works, and it's very interesting, over here is depending on how much royal support is how many cards you're going to get. You're going to play on your turn. Each year is a turn, so you have usually 6 turns and then the game's over. And you're trying to score points at each round. Now during what's happening is you're trying to gather as many colonies or areas. As you can see, this is all one color, so this is all one area. So if you had this one area, you would score points for it. Now there's also resources. If you notice resources, if you are able to capture all the resources, like blue here has all the wood, they would get a point at the end of the round. But these change on a dime. You may have this whole board cover one turn, and then all of a sudden a person starts playing cards, and guess what? Like war, for each of your colonies that you struggle, you may struggle one colony belonging to each of the other player. So for each on the other side here, they're struggling. So you can turn this over and it wouldn't have any value because at that time the colony's struggling. You can also play certain cards that are going to remove, well, of course I'm going to pull every card except because I didn't preset the deck. You know, I do everything naturally, you know that, come on now. But there is choose one player to lose points equal to the number of colonies they have on the map. So say they have 15 victory points. Well, guess what? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They would lose 5 points, so they would go down. So it's constantly changing. Now in the upper corner here, there is a, as you can see, a +3. You can discard a card from your hand to up your royal support. Your royal support determines on how many cards you get per turn. So if you're on 6 here, that means at the beginning of the turn you're going to draw 6 cards, and then you're going to be able to play all 6 of those cards and really do in somebody. There's certain cards that will allow you to lay down colonies anywhere you want. There's certain cards that are going to make an opposing colony struggle. There's cards that will tell you to remove a certain number of colonies and put yours in their place. You're going to do this each turn, and at the end of the turn you are going to score. And how do you score? Well, per successful colony you'll get 1 point. Per export monopoly, just like we said, you're going to get 2 points. Per region monopoly, so if you had this entire region, you would get 2 points. And per other player's colony struggled, so say the other colony was completely struggled, you would get points for that, and you would add them up, and then the other person would take their turn, and they would do things to you, like maybe struggle you, and have their colonies thrive. And then they would add up the points, and then you would move to turn track 1 and keep on going and do this for 6 rounds until the game is over, and then whoever has the most points wins. A lot of neat little things going on here. And as you can see, beautiful board, and of course it's a Dan Verssen game, so you know it's going to be awesome. They have expansions for it, different Spain, England, the Netherlands, I believe, and in each one it'll have a solo variant. So I think we're going to try this solo. So look forward to seeing this played solo over the weekend. Well, let's go up top and get my final thoughts on yet another Dan Verssen game, 1500. Another great game by Dan. Dan does not fail to do anything. I believe that there is actually a solitary. Each expansion also includes solitary games. Now I have all the expansions for this also, and I'm looking forward to playing this solitary and see how this plays out. Really interesting how it all goes. You know, you're laying down cards, and then you're trying to get monopolies of the resources and take over certain regions, which give you victory points, and trying to get the most victory points in the years that you are doing this, basically the 6 turns. Just very simple, but a lot of fun and a lot going on. Enough strategy to keep you compelled and keep you going. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to giving it a try solo. 1500, the new world. Until next time, it's your old pal Ron. We'll see you soon.